Hey, welcome back. So it took me about 45 minutes to do the first movement and supply and stuff for the Italians. And we're now doing the English or Allied term. And here's what's interesting is that in Alexandria we have this infinite supply dump, and that means that we can draw product, SP out, or carry them out. And I was reading on the Consumer World on the the forums and whatnot about how you can manage to build up some supply dumps and stuff. So rather than trying to track truck 1 T at a time, every turn you can get 2 T to here and build a dump. And as I recall, you can't just dump supplies anywhere. You have to put them either with a unit or in a detrainable hex. And so that guy can actually go back there because that's detrainable. But we're going to put 2 T a turn there, and that'll happen automatically. That little truck is just going to sit there, and we'll move those guys, and we'll just leave that and build up a dump here. In the meantime, the Allied logistical charts and values are here, and it tells me that I have coastal shipping value of 1 SP a turn. So I can take 4 T and pop them into the various ports that I have where I need it. So eventually, once we get up towards this end of the map, we can start moving supply up that way as well. And then the other thing we have is rail. So I can take 2 T a turn, so we can do another 2 T and pop them in here, because the rail extends right. Ooh, actually, the rail ends right there. So we've got to build the rail, which I'm going to start doing shortly. So I can put 2 T there actually. Now, there's some movement restrictions for the Indians and the New Zealanders, the Kiwis, to they can only eat fish and chips within so many hexes of these areas. So there's a restriction zone they have. The 4th Indian comes out to here, and the 2nd New Zealand is out this line, and it's pretty close around here. So I think that's what that line is there. Oh, here we go. So here's the Indian limit there. That's as far as they can go. So from my perspective, since I know as the Italians, I'm not going to try and take most of my troop. I'm just going to fulfill the obligations and then begin doing my defensive prep. I'm basically waiting for Rommel to arrive. These guys are not going to move this turn. They're going to hang in place where they are, and we're going to try and crank through a handful of turns and see where we get to. Practice moving all the various supply and stuff and get that right. Build some rail. Start building some rail line where it's appropriate when I can. And there's a whole bunch of units. Let's put my apple down. There's more units over here in Egypt, Cairo. We've got the desert rats, and there's some Australian units and stuff. I've got to bring those up, and we'll strat move those. Or rail move them if we have it, if we have the cap for it. So that's I could have moved 2 units by rail instead of moving that SP. So I mean that does apply. All right, there you go. So that's basically turn 1 bar moving a few chaps over here.